Hiya, I was just having a quick game of Tony Robinson's Time Team. We've just uncovered a Tudor horse. I'm Bob, this is Bob's Basement. Last week we had the magic Charlie Barnes. It was a lovely time. So hopefully today, with any luck, we've got some more wonderful guests coming down. What do you know? This should be Killahurtz, who's James. He's doing bits and pieces all around, producing, playing out, so I've had a chat with him.
Robert, your mates are here.
Yeah, send them in.
Okay,
Don't
love.
touch the slippers again. So, get on in. James, good to see you. Get sat down. How's it going?
Nice one, mate. Yeah.
Not too bad. Just getting all right.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Before we start, we've got some footage of you doing your thing, so let's just see if I can get it to work. There we go. Cool vid. Yeah. Some top moves.
Yeah.
Throwing the shapes out. Yeah, have a bit of a chat. The stuff you use there, have you got like some kind of connection with Stanton?
Yeah, Stanton.
Yeah.
I got talking to their product manager. He's called Craig.
Yeah.
And basically, he manages the new designs for all the products and stuff. And
you managed to blag some gear.
Well, no, I actually bought some gear to begin with because
Right.
I wanted it, and then I had a few problems, and I think I called them and I got talking to him. I didn't expect to get put through to America, and we just like
put to the main man.
Yeah, we just got talking, and I suggested a few things like that you could do with like future updates or whatever.
What, with the actual gear?
Yeah.
Top.
And then they
it's
just
like
sort of
Windows.
Hey?
This is Stanton gear. I made this.
yeah. It's crazy, yeah.
Top, yeah. So what do they just kind of?
So yeah, they support me. Like you know, if I need anything, I can get it. It's no problem. And it's KRK as well, who make a lot of studio reference speakers. So
top.
Yeah. So
do you play out much? Like, I mean, do you kind of?
Not really. No, I haven't, because I've just been trying to build up a catalogue really. Like I think now I've got over 35 of my own tunes now.
Yeah.
So
top.
It's, you know, I've got quite a lot of music.
Is it something you'd want to do? Would you want to kind of get played out? Or is it more like concentrate on this first? And
I think I want to concentrate on this first really, but I have played out like I've got a friend who promotes a night called Abandoned Silence in Liverpool.
Yeah. What kind of stuff's that?
It kind of fits in with me, although it doesn't. It's a bit hard to explain because he puts on mainly the future kind of producers like James Blake and Breakage and people like that, and that's not really my style. Like I'm more.
Well, I was going to ask actually, what is your kind of? What would you describe your kind of like your style as?
I first got into dubstep when I went to college, so I was like 16, and that was when it was just coming about, and people still called it forward music then. Yeah. And then it sort of, everyone caught on to this dubstep name that sort of got attached to it. But there was no boundaries with it then. Yeah. It was just a slow form of bass music. Yeah. I can remember like swapping CDs with people, and a lot of the stuff wasn't even released. It was just like the producers.
Between mates and...
Yeah, the producers didn't even have the names for themselves yet, so you could just download it for free or whatever. And now it's like, it's huge. Yeah, it is. It's massive. I mean, what's your kind of, like, your own musical, like, say you went to college and
Was that doing music? Was that?
Yeah, I was doing music technology.
Yeah.
But before that, like, I played guitar and drums and keyboards.
You more into like bands and stuff before you got into the technology?
Yeah, and then when I got to college and I first heard like bass music, it was like completely different. It's like physical music. Like I went to my first like rave.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So did you like, you played in bands and stuff before, and it must be like a totally different feeling to what you're doing now, like the reaction and stuff like that?
Yeah, because you've got to have good people skills, and I don't really think I've got that great people skills.
No,
you know
you're
what I mean?
alright.
Yeah,
you're in the basement. You're rocking it out in the basement. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, just feel free at any point.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah,
I'll have a sweet-based item.
Green one's just my favourite. You know?
So yeah, other thing is as well, you've kind of had stuff. You've kind of been signed and had stuff. Is it like license and that kind of thing? Like, what you kind of is that what you're aiming to do? Get stuff?
Yeah, well,
licensed or?
I've got 4 record contracts now.
Okay.
It was weird because it took me a while to get support from DJs, like.
Well, to play your own stuff, like.
Yeah, and it always does because they're always like really close friends with each other, and it's kind of like you've got to sort of break into their circle of friends.
Yeah, get into a clique with them.
Yeah, and it was completely weird because the first label that signed me were American.
Right, how did that happen?
And they weren't even English. Well, I just kept sending my music out to labels.
It's mad into everyone says like you gotta send your music out, and you think it's a cliche, but I suppose you're the proof that it works.
But one piece of advice for anyone who's thinking of doing that is you've got to make the labels feel special.
Yeah.
Like if you send your track and it comes up and it says like you have shared this track with 3,000 people.
Yeah.
They're not going to be interested. You've got to make them feel special. Like,
in the email address, just 10,000 contacts.
Like email is better.
Hello, you.
Or post is better. You know, and I think a lot of labels like to actually like receive a CD or
have some kind of
or whatever, because they do pay someone to sit down and sort of go through all those.
Yeah.
So
where you at with that then, with the American?
They signed my first album.
Yeah.
It went out in late August.
Yeah.
And it was wicked. Like it was in the dub charts for like 4 weeks straight.
Yeah. Top.
And it started off at like the highest it got was number 6, and then obviously over time it gradually comes down because new things get released. But it was like up there with like Bob Skeng and like some big dub producer names, and that's not even dubstep. And I've always thought like, I want to put sort of like reggae. Into dubstep. And like,
so is that what you got in the pipeline? Like you're going to kind of move into that kind of area, or are you going to just bit of everything? Really?
I do a little bit of everything, but I always every time I do a release, I always try to have at least one of the tracks with some sort of like reggae vibes in there. So whether it's like playing in some drums with side stick or having some organ, doing some kind of skank, or you know.
What we've actually what we've done is we've taken some of your tunes out and about. Let the good people of Manchester have a listen to.
Right.
So I'll play you the footage, see what they thought of it.
That'd be interesting, man. Yeah, it'd be good to see.
Let's get the TV to work again. Yeah, my mum needs to get down with the Hoover.
Yeah, you need a bit of Mr. Sheen on that.
Hold on, just a second, I need to put my glasses on.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I know my music, and I know. But believe it, for real. Yeah, I gave it a thumbs up, yeah. Inspiring, it's all right, yeah?
Top. I'll tell you what, that is a great little score there. You even scored the guy with the poppy on. Like everyone else who's listened to other tracks.
Yeah.
I don't think he even opened his mouth. He would just go. No. But he actually buzzed off yours, so that's quite a good score. What we've done is we've done a bit of a leaderboard. Oh, Charlie Barnes has gone somewhere. Don't know where he's gone. So yeah, you got I think 10 out of 11.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
Do you know what? That's actually the best score.
Yeah, glad to.
So I think those excellent reactions deserve a bit of a round of applause. Yeah, congratulations to the massive imaginary audience.
Wouldn't have.
All right. What I was thinking is, while you're here, do you fancy like bang? I mean, I know I've got all your gear set up. Just happen to have it.
Just stole it from my house.
Fancy rocking a couple of tunes out for us?
Yeah, of course, mate.
All right, nice one. Cheers for that, James.
Nice one, Bob.
Killahurtz. Yeah, so that was James. He's going to play a few bits and pieces for us now. So, James Killahurtz, take it away. Big thanks to Killahurtz. Yeah, that's the end. Bob Basement, game over. We've laughed, we've cried, we've sat around a bit. Don't tune in next week because we're not here. Bye.